just about set for baseball from Citi Field. It's the Marlins and the Mets next on the show. MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined in the booth by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons as we take a look at our pitching matchup. Steve, two southpaws here in the opener.
And both of these guys here making their final start before the All-Star break starts on Monday. So it's safe to say you always want to go into the break on an up note because these guys won't get another start for about a week or so.
The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Marlins, as their order will read like this. They'll go to work against the left-hander out of Defiance, Ohio, Jonathan Neese. Christian Yelich will move towards the batter's box as we're just about set to get underway tonight. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ballgame. So after one pitch yields our first out of the night, let's take a look now at how the Mets will set things up on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Ed Lucas will get his first cuts here. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Game time temperature tonight, 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. The 1-1 home. And they'll try to keep crowding him in, but this pitch misses as well. It's 2-1 now. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Three and two now. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fouled back. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top two guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. Now the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
There's the lefty's offering on 1-2. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The next 3-2. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Garrett Jones will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. A look over to Stanton, and now the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Pause, now the pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but right to him out at second. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. And on the mound to face these guys, there you see the numbers for the veteran left-hander Paul Maholm. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. Eric Young Jr. will stand in now. Speed is definitely a big weapon in his arsenal. He currently sits 3rd in the National League stolen base chase. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Juan Lagares will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Now the first pitch. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
David Wright will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Low with the fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
The 2-0 on the way. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
2 out, nobody on. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. After 1, no score. Jeff Baker will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. First pitch coming. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
Swinging a ground ball to first. Oh, and this goes right past him. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Marcell Ozuna digs in at the plate. First pitch coming. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Low for a ball as he battles back from down 0-2 to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Rob Brantley will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Curveball swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Lagares is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Miami down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Lucas Duda will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Mets, first baseman, Lucas Duda.
First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield. Lucas is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. Now, you'll take that every time.
Chris Young will step in now. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Still taking here as he looks at the slider this time, and he's in a big hole now, down 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Omar Quintanilla will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Adeiny Echeverria is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. That alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And this is swung on and pretty well hit. Out to deep left center field. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the corners in, and then letting him swing away.
Paul Mahalam will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Infield expecting bunt. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
Now, you can bet he's going to keep right on watching until he gets a strike.
No one out with a runner at second. In the dirt here. The throw will go to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
That's a tough chance there behind the plate. This is a curveball. You see him try to smother it, but this ball just eats him alive, and that's going to let that runner move over to third now on what'll be a wild pitch.
Good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
On the way. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Christian Yelich will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need. Go!
Swing and a shot toward right center. And he's got himself a base hit. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
The batter, third baseman, Ed Lucas.
Ed Lucas will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You can bet that man right there is thinking he'd love to get a shot with the bases loaded.
Here's the full count offering. Struck him out on a good pitch there. And if you're keeping tabs, that's his 100th punch out of the season. And you see it there on your screen, strikeout number 100 for him on the year, and that ain't bad. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time.
Let's run the 5-4-3 here.
In there, 0-1.
Don't give up the run.
Line hard to center field, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
And as the season's gone on, this is a guy whose numbers have just not been going in the right direction. So this is a welcome sight with this one-out single.
Garrett Jones will stand in with a golden opportunity to open this thing up early on. In there, strike one.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez, it puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Guys, double up right here. Get the bat out.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball one.
And he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Stop him in the track now.
Big pitch here, 1-2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Let's get through here.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. They get the force at the plate. Turn throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Another look as they go home to first to get out of a tight spot. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Juan Centeno will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Here's the first offering. In there for strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
One thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Wilfredo Tovar will dig in here. Now here's the first pitch. Good fastball that time by Mulholland as he's ahead in the count here, 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Fouled straight back. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And this is lined right back up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat, maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Jonathan Neitz will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Good eye, batter. Come on.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike.
Here we go.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Come on, man.
Pitch on the way. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And it looks like that'll put him into the hit column here as this is into left field, a base hit.
Leave it to the pitcher to finally get him a base runner. It was 8 up, 8 down before he stepped in. He's saying, what's so hard about this?
Eric Young Jr. will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Ozuna is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Jeff Baker will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Second baseman, Jeff Baker.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Come on.
Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Not the best of starts to this fourth inning.
Taking all the way that time, it's 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a one-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
That runner's leaning.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And that's through for a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Rob Brantley will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
Let's go, man.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Oh-2 is a fastball that misses inside, 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Make him hit the ground ball.
Here comes the 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or two there. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Second walk here in the 4th inning. I mean, that's too many against this bunch. It doesn't look like he and his catcher are on the same page right now.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Right there for strike 1.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Well, from a defensive point of view, this does cost them a run on the sacrifice fly, but at least they're finally able to get an out. Plus, the other 2 runners have to hold, so the double play is still in effect if they can get a ground ball.
Paul Mahalam will stand in now, and we'll see if the sacrifice will be on here with 1 man out. And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And with 1 out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put 1 down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
Christian Yelich will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Hitters count 2-0. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Whew, that's a gift.
Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2. 4 pitches, fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Swing and a hard ground ball to third. And right can't find the handle. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
So close to getting out of the inning. Now, this would have been a great play if he could have made it, but he just couldn't get the ball to first base in time. And that's going to wind up being an infield single and a 2-out RBI.
Ed Lucas will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Shut him down now.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Now you can pretty clearly see he's starting to make some mistakes in location, and they're jumping on him. Here, this is out over the plate, and he doesn't miss it. Lines it for an RBI single.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Dylan G is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Giancarlo Stanton will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Now you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Let's get out of the inning now.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Three runs already home here. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Marlins on top. Juan Lagares will open the inning here for the Mets. David Wright following on deck. Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And now he'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. David Wright will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First offering on the way. Now a swing by right, but he got a little too far in front as this will find the seats down the left field line. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Two is a changeup that misses 3-2.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Echeverria for one, but no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Lucas Duda will dig in. He popped out his first time. And here's the first pitch. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the block.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Baker for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Garrett Jones will stand in now. He's lined out and hit into a double play in his first two trips.
Garrett Jones.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball two.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
One thing you don't want to do is walk the leadoff guy and give the Marlins a base runner.
What can he do here? 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. Full count pitch on its way. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The batter, number 10, second baseman,
Jeff Baker will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. First pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1. Four runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now a fastball, and he knocks this one into right center field. That's going to be a base hit.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here, he lets the ball get deeper into the zone, then stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
Marcell Ozuna will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Hey now. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Quintanilla on to Duda, a double play.
First and second, nobody out. You think you're in a great position to do some damage here in this inning. And then, the one thing that you could not have is the double play, and that's exactly what you get.
Rob Brantley will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
A man on third with 2 down.
Let's go!
And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
2 outs here with a runner at third. They go away here as he reaches for one and hits it on the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for Miami, but they're in front 4-0. Chris Young will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Right fielder, Chris Young.
Fouled back. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Let's take a look at all 5 pitches in this at-bat. They get ahead with strike 1, and then a good setup there that misses. Then he fights one off to make it 1-2. Then another tough pitch that he fouls off, and finally, bang! He comes through on the 5th pitch of that at-bat.
Omar Quintanilla will try it again. He flew out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. And that becomes the first out of the inning.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
Juan Centeno will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two 2-0 now. Runners on first with 1 down. And a swing here on 2-0 as this is in the air out to straightaway center. Ozuna is there, 2 gone.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it, running it down.
Wilfredo Tovar will stand in. He grounded out his first time. fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Daniel Murphy will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 28, Daniel Murphy.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
2 down, runners at first and second. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Go, wait for the pitch.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Daisuke Matsuzaka will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 16, Daisuke Matsuzaka.
Adeiny Echeverria will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Sliced down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
3-2, here it comes. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Grounded, foul.
Elbow.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. A curveball here, but he was waiting for it and sends it in the air to deep left field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
And this is one of those at-bats where if you're on the mound, you got to be saying, look, uncle, I'll just lay it in there. You know, in the end, they get the fly out, but boy, it sure took a lot of pitches to get there.
Paul Mahalam will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. Now the pitch. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
One thing that's happened in these last 2 at-bats, it's driven up his pitch count. That's now 14 pitches just to the last 2 batters.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Christian Yelich will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And this will be fouled away. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, you know, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting it.
Ed Lucas will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now a ball lined to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Giancarlo Stanton will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Shut him down right here.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
And looked like the cut fastball there as it's hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Eric Young Jr. will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now he runs up and gets this one down. And he'll easily make it to first as they won't even field this thing.
Man, he could flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Juan Lagares will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Mahalam up to 66 pitches so far. Here's the 1-0. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
David Wright will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. A look at Young, now the pitch. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening, ball 2. Bonnie gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
The 2-2 now to right. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Now a throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle, and Wright's going to have himself a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only one out.
And you get the sense now that they're getting closer and closer to breaking through here. That'll make it first and third now, and they've got a good chance here to break that string of zeros.
Lucas Duda will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
How about a big inning right here, guys? Here we go.
Hit on the ground towards first. Echeverria for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Mets strand one. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Garrett Jones will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Garrett Jones.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Grounded fouled off to the right side. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. This is hit sharply to the left side. And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and they'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Jeff Baker will step in, a base hit in his last time. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw by Wright is in time for out number 1.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Marcell Ozuna will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Rob Brantley.
Rob Brantley will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Wrong.
Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Two pitch on the way. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Well, when you break it all down, there are 3 things you got to have to be successful. Pitching, defense, and the clutch hitting. These guys have been able to ride all 3 so far. That's a big 2-out RBI there.
Adeiny Echeverria will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. And Matsuzaka over to first. And a dive, but he's back. And again a throw. And a dive, but he's back in.
Hey, go soda. Get the soda. Swing better.
Called strike, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Come on, man.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Killing me up.
He's set, now the pitch. Breaking ball misses the corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but Now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Marlins lead this one 5-0. Chris Young will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
Right fielder, Chris Young.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And there's ball one.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Hard hit towards center. In there, a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Omar Quintanilla will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nobody out, runner on first. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. A look at Young, now the pitch. 1-1 pitch is in the air now out to left field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Juan Centeno will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now a hard liner towards short, and that's through, a base hit.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives him a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Wilfredo Tovar will dig in. He singled his last time around. In there for strike one, 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Curtis Granderson will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Young leads off second, the pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. John Lennon will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
John Lennon.
Paul Maholm will make a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in command.
Paul Maholm.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Christian Yelich will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you got to be ready to try and turn on something.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here comes the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Now batting, third baseman
Ed Lucas will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Yelich is running. And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Double play kills the inning.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Hit hard to the right. Foul. And he misses there, 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Swing and a liner towards second. And that's in there, base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are 2 on with 2 out.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Garrett Jones will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Short lead from second, now the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Miami's out in front, 5-0. Eric Young Jr. will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Center fielder, Eric Young Jr.
And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
2-0 count, the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Just let her block you.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Here he comes on 3-1. Swinging a hard liner to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you can get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Juan Lagares will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And that misses, 2-0.
Let's go.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here it comes, 2-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
And this has been a team struggling to get any offense going, so they needed this. In fact, this is just their first extra base hit of the night so far, so they need to make something come of it.
David Wright will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Come on, David. Here we go.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. For Lagares, that gives him 5 doubles now on the year. Fastball swung on and hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time to take care of Wright, and that's the second out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Lucas Duda will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
What's the big hit?
First pitch coming. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mets leave 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Jeff Baker will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Second baseman, Jeff Baker.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fouled straight back. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Center fielder number 13,
Marcell Ozuna will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Runners off for second. And this is fouled back and out of play. That's hard hit back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
This just has highlight reel written all over it. Look at the dive to get to this thing, and then he doesn't even bother getting up. Just flip it from his belly and get the double play started.
Rob Brantley will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Close pitch. Maybe just off the plate, but if it wasn't by more than half an inch or so.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Now the 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Reaches for 1 and slaps it down the line at third. There to get it is right. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Chris Young will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
First pitch coming. And they start him out away with a cold strike. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
And a good swing there by Young, but this is pulled a bit too much as it'll find the seats out of play. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. On to first is Baker for the first out.
Yeah, only 2 outs now stand between him and his shutout. And the way he's throwing the ball, doesn't look like he's going to have too much trouble getting it.
Omar Quintanilla will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Low for ball one. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. Ozuna is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Juan Centeno will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And that's dead center for strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
High in the air and deep down the left field line. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Marlins were led to victory here by the performance on the mound turned in by this gentleman right here. Paul Mahalam. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 5-0. Good night from Flushing.